We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Monarchs and the Indianapolis Colts. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway here on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Smith catches left side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. They find some open field here. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Colts 7, Monarchs nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. This third down just got even more difficult. Third down and 15 after the false start. From the gun, Cruz. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. Now Cruz on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cox. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Cruz to throw. Throwing on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Operating from the gun, Cruz. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Let's get off the field. Check. Watch out.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Farley. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Back to throw. Farley. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Farley. Flushed out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Watch the run. 25. Check 25.
From the gun, Farley. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Here's Cruz. Back to the air on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 17-0 our score after 1.
52.
Cruz off the play fake. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Cruz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines.
He's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 30. The 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there, 95 yards, and the Colts are able to grow their lead. Had the option to hand that one off and run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Down Monarchs.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Cruz. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the Colts' 34-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Cruz. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. Here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Pass complete.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd down and 10.
Cruz now to throw again. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Number 85.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Under 10. Under 60.
Off the play fake. Farley. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Get ready. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Escaping the pressure right. On the crossing route, complete. It's Brown. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now.
Colts 24, Monarchs 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Farley. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He punted 5 times in the win last week, as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. From the gun, Cruz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And a London 1st down.
operating from the gun. Cruz, he's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
24, Monarchs 21.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up third.
They'll try and run for the first to Taylor. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
First down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back to Taylor on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On second down, it's Taylor. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the gun, Farley. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Colts 31, Monarchs 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. You just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now Cruz to throw on second down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, London.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Cruz. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. From the gun, Cruz. And he fires one incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. And now it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down now, it's Montgomery. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 26. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Cruz. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Running for it, Montgomery. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. The give to Taylor. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he rifles one incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now Cruz to throw. Going to throw again. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Cruz throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Here's Cruz throwing on 4th down. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Cruz. And it's caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Again, it's Taylor. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off-play action. Farley. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On 1st down, Taylor. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
The greatest show on earth, baby.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st down and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Cruz on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
7-yard pickup.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
today's...
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Indianapolis, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for our visitors, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Without your money or not. Thought had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. We just ran in the spot. And they'll spin the block around just like the hell on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. We just ran in the spot. And they'll spin the block around just like the hell on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Send it like a bear in a message. You the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess. You was scary to me. I heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you, cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the sea. Touch the driver's seat, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's a lot on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we could foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around, just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we could foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around, just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't want to bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB. I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 4-4-4 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you ain't first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington football team. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Eason. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
A loss of 16 yards on the play. Brings up third down.
Throwing on third and long. Eason got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head, that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And it brings up third down.
On the run, it's Barkley. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. From the gun is Eason. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Eason on 2nd down. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get that to Bryce Love out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and short.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 12 on the year. And Washington has taken a 1st quarter lead. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7, Giants nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. After 7-0, RDA Sports.
Washington 7, Giants nothing.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run with Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
New York.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
3rd down.
The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return.
17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On third down, Eason. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A very solid gain of 27.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. First and 10, Eason. The quick slant caught. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down, here's Eason. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd and 2, Eason. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception,
2 yards.
a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluded. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. It's Logan, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
The tackle by
a gain of 3, second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Eason. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Jacob Eason. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. From the gun, Eason. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Eason slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaac Yiadom picks it.
Intercepted by the Giants. They'll take over first and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Eason to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Logan. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
This is brought in at the 21. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return.
32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now here's a throw that's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. On 1st and 10, Eason. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. 30, 10. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
21. Giants, nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, switch gears.
Now Eason. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Eason.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants.
New York.
A big play there. 83 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown.
Graham Gano on for the extra point.
So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that crazy focusing on me isn't
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Throwing on 1st down. Eason. And he will find his man on the outside. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard.
2nd and inches.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Troy Apke. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On first down, Logan. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
The ball carrier.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes this Washington 38, Giants 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Giants.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Gain of 10.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. On first down, Eason. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
On first and 10, Eason, he's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
First down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, New York.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
Complete to
7 yards there on the first down screen play. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. He's going to let it go again. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll run it here with Logan. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
Taken down.
2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Breaks through the contact. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They go play action with Eason. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun is Eason. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
At the 35-yard line.
13 yards remaining on second down. Operating from the gun, Eason. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So it's Washington getting the victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
so for Washington. They close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's another week, another loss as they fall now to 0-9. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. Made mama proud, got 1,000 about me. Nah, I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Nice march out with the polo. Style, don't y'all? Nights like this, I wish I was with y'all. On my turf, roll out the hidden figures. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm tearing Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. If it gon' throw your back out, try to work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? You down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cat. So many couches I cried. Shout out South Street and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up, baby. You really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the buck. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them and got it.